It is what it is, what it is, what it is, what it do, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey. Da 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 da. Hey. Oh, no. I gotta edit my headline. Where can I go to edit my headline? Hold on. I want to edit my headline. Okay, I did it. Somebody tell me the fuck going on. Body go the fuck. What it is, what it do, everybody. Everybody. What is up, y'all? I can't remember this. I don't remember. Hi, everyone. Everybody. Hi, everyone. Thanks, Rose. Ugh, I'm just happy, yo. Like, bruh, I cannot have nothing to prove to nobody. To other people who doubted me, fuck y'all. Honestly. Like, y'all sit here calling me a bully, and I'm the one, y'all the one bullying me. But do I care? No. I'm not an old, bitter human being on the internet down talking down bad on a 13-year-old little girl. But yeah, I'm the bully, right? That's amazing. Ah, wow. You're a grown ass woman down talking down bad on a little girl. And because I'm calling you on your bullshit. The thing is, I don't need, if I was lying, you would not strike my post for harassment. That is ridiculous. You struck my post asking if a child is your child for harassment. That's why I'm gonna continue being a bitter person on this here app. Y'all wanna personalize y'all damn YouTube experience. Put all y'all business out there. But when moment is being spoken about, I'm using my phone, y'all, so bear with me. Hey Liz, thank you. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I want to share my screen. Hold on. This is what triggers me. Banners, friend. I want to share my screen real quick. Um, I'm using my phone. Comments. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Trying to find something I don't want to do. Layout. Then how do I share my screen being on this phone? I can't wait to get me a computer or something. Oh, oh my god, let me figure this out real quick. Uh, I need to share my screen. Share my screen. Share my screen. Video. Okay, let's just do that. Settings. I was just on here earlier and I could have seen how to do it. I might have to make. I might. Oh, this is me off. Oh man. Yeah, my bad, my bad. So, uh, um, what are you gonna name? So CJ has been on a posting rant, and it is beyond. Has a limit. You're sitting on a platform talking about your own grandkids and praising yourself as baby. It is beyond. It pisses me off. I'm sorry. It pisses me off. It makes no sense to me, but it pisses me off. But what else was I gonna talk about? There was something I wanted to talk about. Yeah, hold on. Where's the video? I'm done.
We know what we doing wrong, but girl, it feels so right. It feels so right. It feels so right.
Okay, I wanted. I thought I was looking for. I gotta figure out how I'm about to share my screen, but make it make sense. Like I get y'all need to honestly, y'all parents, especially the women, because men will always be men. But y'all women need to stop playing with any and everybody. It's just having kids for having them sake. You could want something, but honestly, when you have a kid's supposed to humble you or allow you to go through some things that will change your life in whatever direction. Sometimes having a kid may not be a good thing, but the kid is not the mistake. Is you doing the activities to have that kid is a mistake. So I hate it when people say, "Oh, so and so having a child was a mistake. That child was a mistake." No, it's the actions the parents did to have that child is a mistake. At the end of the day, you could have a child and not be able to provide for it. But because you allow a village to take care of you and your child, you're gonna provide for that child. You gotta be willing after that child is born and reaches a certain age, hey Laurie, that you do the things for your fucking child. You feed them, you clothe them, you do everything for that child. Right? Parents make sacrifices. My parents made sacrifices to send me to school, to pay my school fee and stuff for that day. Hence why I'm able to finish getting an education. At the end of the day, the moral of the story is do not make kids for fun. Kids are not a toy. That is where y'all grown ass women need to understand. We sitting here bashing the men, but what about the women who's crying for the help? But as soon as they get the little $500 child support, they take their money and they go spend it on hair and nails and getting their toes done. What happened to the women? We don't speak on that shit. Honestly, we blame the men, but at the end of the day, a man wants a woman who could cook, who could clean after herself, not be in a fast food restaurant just because they can afford it. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes a man can see that his wife is tired. Either he can cook and he will cook for her, or he will just buy, say, hey, babes, let's Uber or DoorDash some food. Let's Uber some Popeyes. At the end of the day, it's getting ridiculous. We have a man like CJ so cool, sleeping with women all from all walks of life. That nigga does not care about his kids. He does not care about the mothers of his kids. He only cares about himself. And for women to be fighting one another to be the top dog, like how royalty was, that is what gets to me. Because right now, CJ Mama is throwing hands and hiding her guiltiness. How can you defend? Now, Michaela, that's where I get on your ass, bitch. You're a cougar. You preying on these young men now because the older men are not taking you serious, and that is due to the way you portrayed yourself after your first breakup. A breakup isn't supposed to make you so nasty. Like, honestly, a breakup isn't supposed to make you so nasty. I'll be honest. A breakup would not, the first thing in your head would to be, let me lose my weight normally. Let me go to the gym. You went straight and did BBL, breast up, breast lift, butt lift, and now you're regretting it because it's affecting you. Like, be honest. I want to get a breast reduction for me, but you're doing things for people because you say, I want to get a breast reduction, but y'all gonna talk about it. At the end of the day, the moral of the fucking story is if you're gonna live your life for people, it's not worth living your life. It isn't worth living your life. That is why we have a lot of deadbeat mothers who think the bare minimum that they do for their kids, going to Walmart, buying them clothes, it's not enough. Right? If you know sports, you know you cannot buy any expensive shoes. You cannot play, like, except for basketball, beach volleyball, beach netball, you're barefooted. Skating, you cannot buy any expensive shoe because you have to use basically the tip of your toes and the back of your foot, which is your heel. The shoe will make holes, so you will not basically wear Jordans if you're gonna constantly be skateboarding. That's dumb as fuck. That's why I agree with the shoe royalty bought for Leon. And Leon said that's the shoes he wanted. In reality, Jordans and these high top shoes are so played out because as soon as a celebrity gets their hands on an opportunity to make a pair in their liking, they ruin it. At the end of the day, when you're building a brand, you have to remember at the end of the day, your brand is for others, not for yourself. And CJ, that's why you making merch and doing the shit that you used to do ruined. You ruined that opportunity. You designed one of your shoes and it was ugly. I never liked it. Every year you do the same Christmas giveaway. Buy a bunch of electronics and gadgets and come on here, give them away on an Instagram live and call it a day. Like, nigga, please. Please. It's getting so played out though. Like, everything that CJ, everything that goes on social media gets played out. Now Vans are back in style. Hey Michelle, Vans are back in style. Imagine that. Oh my god, I clicked on the wrong comment. He is a nasty bastard, Lori. And at the end of the day, what is his point of staying on social media? At the end of the day, he cries, I'm depressed. You actually do the things. You and Lexi actually do the things that put yourselves in a depressive manner. Lexi knows you ain't shit, but because she wanna leech off of you, she is gonna stay and take the shit. Lexi knows that her days are numbered. Lexi knows that she might become a jailbird for defending you, CJ. So she's holding on. You got information on her. She got information on you. Call it a day. Stop the fake breaking up and just come to the internet and admit it. You see my point exactly, Michelle? Why the hell you trying to get a reaction out of royalty? That is all that is it. Who child? CJ. Royalty is not dumb with her money. If her mom is willing to house her and take care of her, I agree with her. Why go waste thousands of dollars? Now that is what y'all actually want her to do. Y'all want her to come on here and prove herself. Jalea mental health is good because she isn't taking on the internet. That is what y'all have to understand. Jalea does not owe us an explanation as to what is going on in her life. She owes that for herself. Right, exactly. Exactly, Lori. My grown ass at 21. I live with my parents all my life. I've lived with my parents for 21 years. So y'all gonna sit y'all ass on this here internet and call me a broke bitch. Make it make sense. Living with your family, living with your loved ones affords you the luxuries that you will not have paying a mortgage. Doing all the extra stuff that comes with living on your own. Right? Royalty at this point doesn't need an extremely big home. Hey, Jewel, like, stay honestly speaking from experience, living with my parents all my life, I have no mortgage. Especially if you have a family where they could have land to build on and you could build your own home on your parents' land. You don't gotta pay a mortgage, you don't gotta pay land tax. All you gotta do is help your parents pay a bill in their home, buy groceries, respect their home, and that is it. Living with your parents does not make you homeless, CJ. At the end of the day, you're looking for a new topic for people to speak on. And what pisses me off is these P pages. A lot of them are very insensitive. They don't care whether the kids are the victim or whether the kids are the guilty ones. They don't care for the kids. I know, but like the way the internet is, Laurie, people will still try to call me broken homeless, which is the crazy thing. And the other thing is, CJ, your mama left you for drugs. Your mama left you for drugs, CJ. And it's known all over the internet. So evil on this internet talking about how she lost her niece and she's grieving. A woman who lost her niece will not be sitting on the internet talking about other kids. So evil niece was young when she passed. And that was triggers me about So Evil. You have all that smoke for a teenager, a little girl that's literally just entered her teens. But you don't got smoke for the lady who behind your back has nothing good to say about you. And then if we called you some old bitches, we're the young bitter ones. Shaking my head. I know I'm still young, but they're still gonna say, "Oh, Johnny, you homeless." I'm like, damn, I'm not homeless. CJ is the homeless one. Living in that hold on, y'all. Sorry. Living in a foreclosed Airbnb. Like, make it make sense, CJ. You're that broke. You're waiting for the owners, for G and his wife to lose the house in order for you to find a new place to move into. Like, At the end of the day, CJ, look at how G and his girl was able to travel overseas and remain overseas and allow their house to be foreclosed on so that they could live overseas. They don't got to come back to the old. They moved on to something new, CJ. You want to stick on the old. CJ is really the homeless one. Hey, Betty. Like, at the end of the day, if we're speaking from a grown individual's perspective, I'm just starting off as an adult. So I can't really, as a legal adult, right? I can say for a fact that growing up, some of the things that I see kids nowadays participating and the things that they do right now, I would not be able to do. I started dating behind my parents' back. I was sneak boys in the house and stuff like that. I know this was wrong, but I wanted to experience what everybody experienced. And I realized and learned very early with a support system that it was wrong, right? Hence why, if it wasn't for my mom, I don't think I would be in a position, given that what I have went through, that I would be able to be in school and reach how far I have reached, right? As soon as I'm done with my associate's degree, I apply for jobs, I get a job, I'm going straight to do my bachelor's degree. And before 30, I'm going to have my bachelor's degree. And then when I hit in my early 30s, I'm applying to do my master's. So at the end of the day, I have a head on my head. It's all about support. A lot of people are living life and becoming successful without family help because family don't know how to be family. And reason being, family don't know how to be family, and I'm experiencing that as well. Is everything for certain family members is competition. Thank you guys. At the end of the day, it's a competition. Like, you're not even looking at that person to be your opponent, but they're gonna do the same thing that you're doing because they want to be in competition with you and do better. And certain family members have to be better than other family members, which isn't right. But we have to understand that is the reality we live in. That is the reality we live in. So to say I give up and I don't want to do it, Kamari, you could do it. Dancing with a bottle of Don Julio, I said that in one of my lives. Your mama is your biggest hater, Kamari. Your mama is your biggest hater. Your mama is your biggest hater because if your mother loved you, she would not allow you to do the things that you're doing on social media. Even if you do well in school, Kamari, because everybody seems to be worried about your grades, but they're not worried about your social media presence. Your social media presence as it stands has ruined your opportunity for you to get a decent job, Kamari. You're gonna have to work 10 times harder than me who has a social media presence. My social media presence was horrible starting off, but now I have built a social media presence where I could be respected. And I have people as young as 16 come message me on social media and be like, hey, you're a good individual. I like your accent. I look up to you. You understand? People thought I was autistic because I was just not acting like how a normal child would act. I wanted attention. I wanted my daddy's attention, y'all. So I grew up feeding for it. Now that I'm older, my dad and I, we would fight, we would quarrel. At the end of the day, my dad loved me to the point where he hasn't asked me to leave his house yet. So, y'all, I'm thankful. But Kamari, I said that in my last lap. Still gonna call you Little Don Julio because that's how you are known to me now. You're not the little Kamari that was respectful, saying yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Your daddy and your biological mother made you into a whore. People want to blame royalty for everything, but Don Julio, you allow your mother and your father to ruin your life. Now, CJ, for you to be asking the twins where they stay at, what is your motive behind that? Are you going to set up royalty so that when CPS goes there, they have a reason to take away all royalty kids? Like, damn, you need a life, sir. You really do need a life. You have a no, like, you have a life. You don't need the life that you have now. You need a better life. Whew. She probably moved because people know where she lives at. She was afraid to stay there. Exactly. Why would royalty get a big house knowing that there is a lot of places in a big house that people could hide in? And I know for a fact, royalty knowing that CJ has the kids, has the twins, and they're young, they will speak. Royalty decided to live with her mom for the baseless fact that CJ will not be able to target her. I'm sure when the twins get older, Royalty will be like, okay, hey, let you guys, we're gonna move into something bigger. And she's gonna bring her mom with her. That is all royalty's concern is. Do anything to hurt royalty kids, do anything to hurt her mom. Royalty is gonna crash out. And CJ, that is where you're going. Posting Daya on your Snapchat with her legs wide open triggers me. And you do it in story mode because you know it could stay up for 24 hours. There are people who don't like you who monitor your social media fucking pages and they will go back and report to royalty. A lot of people have screenshots of the bullshit you post and they send it to royalty. That little girl in her Christmas photo had a skirt on and you had her legs open and you could see between her legs. Why do y'all parents do that? Why do y'all use social media to groom your kids and pretend like y'all don't know y'all grooming your kids? But CJ, your son, could sit perfectly in your lap and look well respected and well mannered. We don't know, but royalty could be looking for another house. And at the end of the day, the thing that's killing CJ is after royalty is settled all the time, she comes back to tell her true supporters. She tells the nation. CJ wants that for him and royalty to have the form of communication that they had in the past. For her to come message him and be like, hey CJ, how's the twins? Oh CJ, I moved. CJ, you blown that for yourself. Sorry, y'all. God damn. CJ is a fucking clown. CJ is a weirdo. So pedo. CJ is a weird pedophile. I'm sorry, y'all. CJ is a weird pedophile. It triggers me. I'm sorry, but it triggers me. I like the rounded better. Okay, I like this. You're a weird pedophile, CJ. Like, get a life. The fact that he felt comfortable to walk around Jalea and them when they were living with him with his dick print showing says a lot. Exactly, Lori. She is lucky to have her mom's support. And that's all we need because at the end of the day, we grow older and we do things and we lash out because we're feeding for their attention and their love. Like, if you really analyze CJ's videos, oh, you could see his dick print. Even when he dances with Kamari, you notice he will wear 3/4 short pants. And then he will wear another tighter pants above to cover his waist and his crotch. And you will see his print show. Hey, we got to remember Revi is a drug addict. Revi chose cocaine over her kids. And she I was just scrolling through YouTube this morning, and as soon as I scrolled through YouTube at 12 o'clock in the night, Reeves Labs pops up, and all I can hear is So Evil screaming in the lab, and I'm like, God damn! Like, how can you continuously have a woman on your life? You understand? Just screaming. I was like, God damn, that bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, it's So Evil. Oh my god. Tiny Live had me laughing. I want to see how Aquafina looks for real, for real. Because he's So Evil looking like the leprechaun. Oh, need I not mention, y'all? Why the hell did that lady find it fitting to come talk about her son's situation at school? You found it so fitting to come talk about your son's situation at his school, to the point where the story made more sense. But for a fact, a lot of us know that your son was giving Haiti, that your son was giving rainbow vibes. So no wonder So Evil was so mute and not surprised when he was giving your sad story about how your son ended up with a hickey and a black eye at the same time. He got that black eye because he was getting dick down too good. Yes, that little boy she said that got essayed. I believe he got something went down, but I don't believe the story that the mom got. Is either he got beat up and they forced themselves on him, or he was willingly accepting it. Because if he had a hickey, his neck, with the way that she described that they were forcing themselves on him, his neck would have been swollen. Like, as a victim of it, I hate when people come and lie on this here internet, because right now in the Caribbean we have a high number of cases where little girls don't go to school, but they go to, as okay, recently we had a 14-year-old girl run away from home to was it a 30-year-old man or a 20-something-year-old man, and they were sleeping together, and she did not return to her parents' home for weeks. Recently, we had an 8-year-old little girl got killed because a man took her, abused her, killed her, and left her body by a ditch in her school. And she left to go with her friends. And her friends did not help her. They all ran away to their homes. So that friend thing, so teach your kids not to, when as soon as they leave school, to go straight home, because people are ruthless. And a lot of people will tell me, oh, this is not happening in the Caribbean. While you living in America and things are happening in America, I'm living in the Caribbean. I'm literally living on the smallest, one of the smallest islands in the Caribbean, because we got other smaller islands. I'm living in St. Lucia, 270 something, 280 something square miles. And this shit is going on. Nobody deserves that thing to happen. But while we have people in America who's getting free SSI checks and free government aid, government resources have to be cut in half because we just will never have enough resources to properly fund the police, so the police wouldn't do the things that they do, to properly fund activities for the youth, because people who don't deserve to get the resources get it. Now, that is my point. Tasha, so evil. All these women need to get off social media. It's pissing me off. It really is. Like, seeing the things that I see being in the Caribbean, it triggers you at some point. And at the end of the day, no one is really speaking up on it because it's either they benefited from the bullshit that goes on, or I don't know, but we always blame the government. But as soon as we hear somebody got shot, or we're in a community and we're hearing guns blazing and you're hearing bullets dropping, you literally hear metal hitting the floor sometimes because the criminals have such high caliber weapons. You don't go speak out because you either fear for your life, you just don't want to be involved, or for whatever reason. At the end of the day, it's either we speak up and die knowing we've spoken up, or we die knowing we have these things on our conscience. Because at the end of the day, it's either you're the one that puts the criminal in jail or somebody else who's being affected. And what happening now is a form of retaliation. Someone kills somebody, then their family member or somebody close to them who knows who did it, instead of they go to the cops, because majority of the times the cops don't do anything to help you, they go and they handle justice themselves. Crime will never stop. No matter if we have Republican, Democrat, whatever party that is being used to represent your country, it will never stop. It will never change. A lot of y'all are colorblind. A lot of y'all are social media dumbfounded. Y'all blame social media for y'all issues, but y'all participate in the activities. Sorry, y'all. Y'all participate in the activities. I'm not on here for any much more long. I got homework to do. But y'all participate in the activities that ruin your lives. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie. I have a little nephew now. My friend, she gave birth to a little baby boy, and that little baby boy is my nephew. I'm not gonna stay here and watch you disrespect that little boy. Because I loved the mama before he was here. So I have to love that little boy while he's here and protect his mom. So I'm gonna do whatever I can to do that. At the end of the day, that is how our human brain's supposed to be wired. But at the end of the day, we don't do that shit. How can you sit on Reeve's panel talking about your niece, knowing that you had involvement in the way your niece died, knowing that you neglected your niece and her family at a time when they needed the help? You're only helping your niece family, now that your niece is gone. That's evil shit. And the fact's so evil that your family can come on social media and say that you don't help them What up, Cap? You don't help them. It says a lot. Like, why do you, and the fact that you have your own panel, I don't know. No, I cannot get that information as to who owns her niece. But what I was told is that at one point, So Evil was responsible for watching her niece. And it got to a point where So Evil got tired of taking care of her niece that she just let her niece go into whoever hands that wanted her. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, y'all, I can't say too much because I don't want to be in drama on social media. But what I can say is the story that So Evil said about how her niece got died and her niece this and her niece that. So Evil, just come out and say the truth. You was taking care of that little girl and you let her go. You let her go into whoever has. Now I believe that's why we cannot find out who owned her niece at one point. Because So Evil was the only one that could have taken care of her niece the time, or especially around the time that she passed away, which is fucked up. But at the end of the day, I'm not in So Evil head to know why she does the niece. The niece, I know that the niece started having issues as a child. I was told that the niece passed away as a child, not as an adult. Unless So Evil had two nieces, one who passed away as a child and one who passed away as an adult. But at the end of the day, the moral of the story is So Evil, stop fucking talking about Carnation, you dumbass bitch. Leave Carnation alone. Go take care of your family. You neglecting your family to sit your funky leprechaun ass on the internet to bad talk a 13-year-old little girl. First, it was the 17-year-old. You realized that you couldn't get a response out of the 17-year-old, so now you sit your fat leprechaun ass, broke leprechaun ass on the internet to talk about the 13-year-old. Like, leave kids alone. Like, do better. Give up your kids at this point. Reeve, you gave up your kids to be a dope fiend, you pipehead bass ass bitch. You bass head ass bitch for your only granddaughter to call you a bass head. Reason why I say your only granddaughter because you don't speak to your granddaughter. So for your only granddaughter that you don't speak to call you a bass head ass bitch, I'm gonna show y'all the post. Hey, Ern, like, MD, you know what pisses me off? Why I brought it up? Revi has So Evil on her panel talking about kids, and So Evil own family don't recognize with So Evil. Like, let me go download this video. I wanna like, Instagram reel, Insta reel, downloader. Like, CJ, get alive, brother man. Get alive, get alive, get alive, get alive. You ain't a man, ain't a man, ain't a man. You just a clown, just a clown, just a clown. I wanna download the video. We're gonna close you. The video is downloading. The video is downloading. I hope the video downloaded. There we go. I celebrated Thanksgiving already. Thanksgiving for me was last month on the 6th. I'm Caribbean, so we don't celebrate Thanksgiving around the time y'all celebrate Thanksgiving. I celebrated my Thanksgiving last month. So all I gotta do is stay fit and lose enough weight for me to stuff my belly with Christmas food. Okay, so did the video download? Did it upload? This is what CJ posted on his Instagram and Facebook story.
Love you.
You're asking too many questions, sir. You're gonna time you out, sir, because you're asking too many questions. You'll be in my business too much. But CJ, back to you, sir. Why the hell are you posting that? Is that what you do, Lexi, and the other women that follow you in your life? Sir. Let me go see if you posted. I'll be right back, y'all. CJ just pick anything and post anything right about now. But all of y'all, I'll be right back. Okay. And that was it, y'all. Hey. But y'all, it has gotten to a point where social media has become embarrassing. For CJ to be claimed he's in a relationship with Lexi, but he posted that means that he treats Lexi like a dog. And if he treats Lexi like a dog, that means he does not respect Lexi. And Lexi, you ain't shit, bitch. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. A lot of y'all who support CJ, y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit, bruh. Y'all supporting the man who posts this kind of stuff. I know I gotta edit. I might have to private this live, download it, edit it, then re-upload it, because I know I got some copyrighted material in here. But CJ, you need a gun for your ass for that one, bruh. This That is literally how I view CJ when I see CJ post. It's gotten to a point where it is disgusting. It is disgusting. CJ, you just take anything off of social media and post it. But y'all, another thing I wanted to talk about is this
Hmm? What they talking about? I'm gonna put it up and listen. Hey, Rita Lynn. Say hi. Hi. This boy is just extra, y'all. Nigga. What did he say? I hope he can say what I think he said. It sounded like it, but
My thing is on there, right, y'all? Follow me and just let me know if I'm making sense. Follow it. At the end of the day, my question is for the ladies. Like I said, we tend to blame the men. I'm gonna put a poll up. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. But I was just checking something real quick. But not that I wanted to click on that. Okay, so putting on man before your kids and being a delayed bitch is gonna ruin your life. Alright, that's all I gotta say on that. But I don't know what to say anymore. As to these moms on YouTube, y'all some slow women. Why do I keep doing that? Lord, 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 Lord. Like social media on a whole just pissing me off. There is something I wanna do. I can't figure out how to do it. I forgot how to do it. I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man. Because that's to change the layout. Picture. I want to share my screen. I just figured out. I'll have to figure it out afterwards. Let's listen to that because I can take there for long. Okay, so I would have to download Michelle Live and then clip it. So I will post in a clip. Uh, oh God, this is bullshit. Why would you know what? I just came across something else. This thought passed across my mind. Passed across my mind. Revi, why would you talk about 2 3-year-olds? I mentioned it briefly last live, but I in one of my lives, but I was pissed. Why would you talk about 2 3-year-olds? This is my final point, right? So Evo family, she ain't shit in her family. You ain't shit in your family. Naya Doodle Brain ain't shit in her family. Tasha ain't shit because she lied on a judge saying he forced his dick on her, which is a lie, and her sister, which is a lie. Really, you a brother fucker because you fucked your brother. Like, what afford y'all the right to sit on social media and be disrespectful to his kids? Hmm? Anyways, bye y'all. That's all I gotta say. Cause y'all finna piss me off.